Alright, in today's video we are going to be playing some Battle Abyss. I'll also do a quick little season recap after this, even though I did just make a video about 2 days ago. I just want to point out like how the territory has moved since then and whatnot. But yeah, we're going to do a match of Battle Abyss, then that update, then probably another match of Battle Abyss. Last time I did a video with Battle Abyss, it seemed to do okay, so why not go ahead and get another one in. It's kind of weird that these guys didn't drag the Accolade back there. I don't even know what exactly it's called. The Berserker Force? Or Abyss Lizard? There we go. Weird that they didn't drag it back. The standard play there is to have one guy aggro it and then pull it back into your ball. That way only your side gets the buff, but hey, I'll take free buffs, I guess. Now, the reason why I'm doing Battle Abyss is because I need a lot of merits, so I'm fine with resource healing, whatever I have to do to like replenish the troops from Battle Abyss. I haven't been getting the greatest opportunities to fight just because of when I've been sleeping, but you know, it is what it is. I am up to 9 million merits though, so I think that's an okay amount. That's about 10% of my power. I'm like slightly over 90 million power, so I don't know, as long as I'm above 10%, I think I'm okay. I'll probably end up this season around like 12 or 13, 14%, something like that too, so I think we're in okay range for sure. Now, our Magrat did get targeted pretty badly there at the start. I don't quite know why. I don't think I was that far forward, but I guess I'm not paying too much attention. Our goal here is just to get as many merits as possible. Probably only going to buy the regeneration potions from the merit shop here for Battle Abyss, and then I'll focus on some of the things in the real merit shop. We got the highest tier of the merit shop, I believe, at like a few hours ago or something. So yeah, I'm desperately in need of merits at this point. I actually missed a 600k skill, which sucked in my last merit shop because the merit shop refreshed, and then the Augur Stone force refreshed the merit shop like less than 24 hours later, or roughly 24 hours later. There wasn't much opportunity to PvP in between those two times, especially since I didn't have any merits like saved over from the previous week. I ended up spending those all on the not timeless treasury, the Life Bloom store? Life Bloom vault? Whatever it's called. So yeah, I was kind of down bad on merits, so yeah. Even though Battle Abyss isn't going to count towards my seasonal stats, I think it still makes sense to do. Now, why is my Wall Deer March so far in front? I guess it just keeps getting torqued and slowed. But it's just getting demolished here. It's like not going backwards. Let me like select everything else other than the Wall Deer March for a second just to get Wall Deer to fall back. I guess one thing that I should be doing for that is using my function keys to control that better. Just like select my first control group, target on, and then press F4 and send them back. We're doing okay here on merits so far, about to hit 50k. You're not going to get an insane amount of merits from Battle Abyss, just running 5 mages, but I normally get around like 200k and hardly any Sev wounds. Now, there was the thing in the patch notes that says that you're going to be getting less Sev wounds from Battle Abyss from now on, or at least after you finish Battle Abyss. A portion of your troops will be healed, but I don't think that that is in effect yet, so I think that update's a few days away. So we are going to be getting the full amount here, but it's probably only going to be like 250, 280k Sevs or something, and that's completely fine. One thing I've been doing is I've been doing a lot of resource healing as well, so I think I still have like around 1 million elixir saved. I'm going to be using that in Final Zone. Even though I probably should be using it in this zone, I guess. Okay, let's try to do the F4 thing here to be selected our first control group, targeted the infantry, and then, oh, my Waldir isn't in the control group. That's rough. But yeah, we did the F4 thing and told Waldir to go back, and if Waldir was in the control group at that point, that would have worked a lot better, but went a little bit too far back. It's fine though. It is the slowest march, so. Okay. Now at this point, I think I'm gonna go heal, because we're starting to get pretty low. If you are new to Battle Abyss and you weren't aware, going into this zone by your spawn point heals your troops like very rapidly. I think it's like 30k or 60k per second or something, 30,000 twice per second. It's very fast healing, so this is a good way to get better trades. You see like the 30k ticks there for the healing, and once we are fully healed, there we go, we can go ahead and come back out, and like our marches are almost full. They got like 30k to 20k steps per march there. We can just go ahead and come back out and continue doing what we were doing. And we got 64,000 merits there for I don't know what that is, like around 100k sevs, which isn't terrible. I guess maybe my 200k merit, 250k sev thing is going to be a little bit off, but that's okay. Yeah, I also have literally nothing in my hospital right now because I resource healed everything during a resource heal buff, and then I went to sleep and I overslept, so I missed the fighting. It was like a few hours before I woke up. I think it's fair to say that everyone in RKBK is pretty tired, except for maybe the people in WB and Luno. But I think it's safe to say that ROG, NF, TFS, and BDO players are all pretty tired because, well, at least the ones that have been fighting, just because we've been fighting pretty consistently for, you know, a couple of weeks. Or at least a week. I don't know how long it's actually been. I'm keeping track of it. Anyways, gonna keep pushing into these guys. Now, unfortunately, I didn't quite have time to make a video on the patch notes. I did try to make one a few days later, but just didn't end up turning out very well. So we had like the new event series coming, but like there's no new events in there. There's some new stuff for people in the first few seasons, which is nice. The main point in the patch notes that I really disliked is that Exemplar is being introduced in season 2 and 3. So my complaint was that the Exemplar system was too pay to win, and in turn they decided to make it more pay to win, which, you know, fine, I guess, but definitely does suck. There's also the SVIP system, which is coming. It sounds like you're gonna have to buy it, not just use VIP tokens, which I think makes sense. You can't really expect to get SVIP as free to play, I don't think, but you know, like, what do I do and what do other free to play players do with their extra VIP tokens? I don't know, because I got a lot of them. Well, I don't even have that many, honestly. But like other free-to-play players, for example, the ones that are in much higher spend alliances than me, have, you know, probably upwards of 1 million points saved just in token form. And if it's like a pay-gated SVIP, they're not going to be able to do anything with those, which is kind of funny. Was there anything else in the patch notes? I guess there was the holistic skills. I do have my notes from... Oh, let me not march to my death here. Okay, we got targeted pretty... Oh, am I torqued? Why am I not moving? Why did we got torqued or something? Okay, I'm going to go back and heal again. I do have my notes here for when I was doing the patch notes. I just wrote them down when I was doing it, so... The holistic skills are going to give all of your legions that are in the field 41% gathering speed, 25 like overall gathering speed, 41%, And then specifically 25% gold gathering, 35% wood gathering, 10% ore gathering, and 25% mana gathering. Also 20% capacity, 40% engineering, which is really nice for destroying and building towers, so that is awesome to see. And then 52 peacekeeping damage and 40% experience gained. Those two do rely heavily on getting like legendary heroes like Lilia and Bakshi, and I think Nico awakened, so you know, maybe not super realistic, but it's something at least. Remember, not Nico. Forget who the third legendary was. I know it's Lilia and Bakshi for sure. So the way that it works is that the epic and legendary skills that give you, or heroes, sorry, the epic and legendary heroes that give you holistic skills, if they are awakened, you get a small additional buff on top of the skill itself being leveled. So the skill itself is still on the hero, which I think is cool. And then, you know, obviously, hopefully, they don't include PvP skills in this, because that would be pretty game breaking. But with the track that they're on with development, I don't think I would put that past them per se. Doesn't seem out of the question, but I guess we'll see how it ends up going long term. Yeah, in this Battle Abyss here, we're really not getting that many merits. I think the problem is just how few stacks we have on our heroes. I guess we haven't been doing a very good job of killing people, because that's normally how you're going to hit your stack cap. Maybe I just haven't been targeting the right people or something, I don't know, but I mean, we're probably going to get about 150k merits. I guess I'm happy with that. Targeting all these people as they run away. This lizard's running so far over here chasing this one guy. It's about to come out of range though and turn around, I think. Maybe we can kill a lizard actually. That might be the play here. While this infantry march, or a couple of infantry marches, are just chilling here. Yeah, let's kill a lizard, get an extra stack of damage. Why not? That'll help us get to 150k merits. You can see that they're currently beating us in merits as well, which is interesting. It kind of sucks that the winner doesn't matter in Battle Abyss though. I feel like it would be cool if the winner got like 10% more merits or something, but that just isn't the case. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna target the infantry because I don't really want to step forward, target DPS, and then get targeted. We are trying to have a good sev to merit gained ratio, so we want to stay with the group here. Yeah, we got 9,000 merits for killing that infantry, that's nice. Yeah, let's move back, we don't want to get torqued. Kill the infantry. Okay, infantry's dead, so now we can step up and kill DPS. Okay. Oh, we're starting to get targeted here. I kind of stepped to the line. Just wasn't paying too much attention, but we didn't get targeted that bad. Looks like they targeted my Magrat again, though. I guess my Magrat maybe has like additional march speed compared to some of my other marches, so it's stepping forward a bit. That's fine. Okay. And then in between this Battle Abyss and the next one, so I'll go ahead and do that little season recap, I guess. Okay, so we get a defeat. 165,000 merits gained. That's not terrible. Let's go ahead and see like what the leaderboard's like. Okay, so 300k for the top. Yeah, Lilia doing crazy work. I'm surprised this guy isn't running Mu Thea though. This is Thea Mu. That's the wrong way around. Or maybe it doesn't matter which way they are. Anyway, I'm happy with 12th. We'll take that. You can see my Burt Tohar doing a pretty good amount of damage. The epic Mu Thea doesn't really do anything. This is with tier 5 Celestials, I guess, not tier 5 Vestals, sorry, not tier 5 Celestials, so maybe that's why. And then Thunderlid Velen just not doing very much. Well, it's honestly not even doing that bad. I think the reason why Waldir Thalea is doing so good is just that it's a good pairing. But you can see this guy got 90,000 merits just with a Mu Thea. And Mu isn't even awakened, it doesn't look like, unless that doesn't show here, I guess, maybe. But yeah, 91,000 merits with Mu Thea is over half of what I got with 5 marches, so That's rough. Oh, man. Anyways, we got our tier 5s unlocked here, which is pretty cool. We got our infantry and our cavalry unlocked. I'm gonna wait for alliance mobilization for that. I guess alliance mobilization actually started, so I can probably go ahead and swap to my shell for this and go ahead and do that, and just like get a quest that requires gaining like a couple 100,000 power from research, and yeah, then we'll have that done. I can start my tier 5 celestials. Maybe I can do that in this video too. Let's go ahead and register for this next battle abyss. I'm also going to do some lucky spins here. I'm just going to spend, I guess, 8. So, oh, I turned the skip thing on. That's kind of unintentional. I guess I'll just roll with it now. Okay, we got 3 Thunderland tokens. That's not terrible. How am I looking at on pity? 37. Okay, so I probably won't get it. I'm just going to do this over the next 2 days and get these 5 Thunderland tokens here. I already have those tickets purchased, and I don't know if I'm going to be doing much else with them anytime soon, so I'll spend them on that. How many merits did I get, actually? Let's check that. It was like 160 something, right? 165,000 merits and 261,000 sevs, so not terrible. Go ahead and heal the Celestials there, leave the Vestals in. Because if I am fighting, I do want to prioritize healing my Celestials. Take a look at my elixir as well here. Yeah, I think this is around 1 million, a little bit more. This is 880,000, so just these two alone is 1 million. So I guess I have like 1.2 million elixir, plus whatever I'm going to get from my merit store. So that's pretty awesome. Alright, let me go ahead and just turn my markers off real quick, and then we can take a look at the battlefield. Alright, so let's take a look at the map. You can see that WB has been pushing like crazy. These guys are living up to their names. They are definitely war beasts. I didn't like pay attention to the matchmaking or the power or anything going into this KVK because that is not my job, and these guys in WB are going absolutely crazy. You can see since the last video they built another shell up here, and that shell has taken a bunch of territory. So yeah, now they're fighting against both Luno and NF57. You can see right now they're pretty uncontested, building this flag here. Luno might be up here fighting with us, or they might just be taking a break. Okay, I guess they're probably taking a break then. I don't know if maybe like statues going on right now or something. No, it's not. Anyways, we dropped a bastion here earlier. Luno looks like they're gonna go ahead and burn that again. That's rough. Rip High, who was in there, they probably just took a bunch of deads. So yeah, they just got another burn on the bastion. It's kind of cool that we got the timing to see that there. So this bastion's going to go down. The reason for this bastion was just to kind of annoy the guys here in NF57, I think. Just to, you know, cut their territory here a little bit. They'll maybe build it back, maybe not. You can see that we are like buddied up here again with Luno. I guess Luno's over here. That's what they're prioritizing. Okay, so Luno has field control here. They are trying their best to push us off from this angle. Basically, we just swapped to another shell. Came down this way rather, to be a thorn in Luno's side, and at the same time help WB on this other front by alleviating some of the pressure and forcing Luno to pay more attention to us, because Luno probably doesn't want to like give up this Hydra, for example. This is a really crazy zone though, for sure. I'm also a little bit disappointed that I didn't see this fighting, or else maybe I would have not recorded doing this Battle Abyss, but like right now we don't really have the numbers, it looks like, to push them off the tower. There was a ping about it, but yeah, I don't think we quite have the numbers here. Anyways, coming into this zone shortly, we will have BDO coming from the right side, and we will have TFS coming from the bottom side. So this zone is basically a simulation of Final Zone. You can see that happens in 13 hours, and that's going to be crazy. Also, the marriage story, I guess, is only in an it doesn't happen yet. It's in an hour and a half. But yeah, this is that skill I was talking about. I don't quite have enough to buy it. What I can do though is I can buy out this, and then I can buy out the elixir, the TP, and most of the regeneration pots. So I'll do that, and then come back after the next battle abyss, buy this out, and then also buy out the regen pots in here, because I mean, everybody needs regen pots, especially free to play. You gotta get them wherever you can. Yeah, this zone has been a ton of fun though. Like I said, I'm up to 9 million merits now, which, as a representation of my power, or at least my historical power, it's almost 10%. 94 divided by 9 is, yeah, it's probably like 9.6 or something like that. So, doing pretty good, I think. And obviously, there'll be more fighting to come. Yeah, people are just over here kind of solo sending infantry to try to trade well against a ball. It's kind of hilarious that you can get good trades just either suiciding in like a Goresh Skoll march, or I think like even an Ureg cavalry march you can send in by itself into a ball and trade positively. I kind of feel like that type of thing should be changed. Like the, what is it, the charge or unyielding rush? Is unyielding rush infantry? I don't know. I only play mages, right? But whatever the charge ability is that cavalry has that allows it to like insta-pop the rage skill, yeah, pretty crazy. You see Fluffy there with the Wolfwoman of Halo trying to stop that guy from getting into a city. Almost succeeded. I think they still had to make way though, because they just popped out of the city. That might have even been Flush actually that was outside of a city, in which case rip stamina, I guess. We're doing pretty good on resources too. I haven't transferred much, but I have been gathering on all of my farm accounts over here. So like if we just go ahead and scout some of these farm accounts, which we can do because we are right here. Just go ahead and scout some of them. See one of my gatherers getting back right now. I sent these guys out a few hours ago when I was doing some cardio, but I can see like what, 16 million ore, 20 million ore, 20 million ore, 28 million ore, 24 million ore. So right now I'm just prioritizing gathering ore on all these guys, since that's the resource I'm most lacking. So I probably have, like, after transfer tax, like about 200 million resources, 170 million of which would be ore or something. So that's enough to sustain me, I think. The plan is probably to keep farming on these guys 2 or 3 times a day until we get to final zone, and then right before final zone I'll port over here, do one more resource transfer, and then hopefully that'll be enough to tie me over until the end of the season. We'll be up to almost 1 billion ore, which I think should be enough. If we take a look at the resource heal requirements for tier 4s, oh, I guess they're not in my city. Yeah, they're locked because they're queued for Battle Abyss. Let me go ahead and do this with Eliana. We go ahead and take a look at the resource heal requirements for tier 4 Celestials. You can see it's evenly spread between the 3 types, and then like half of it is mana, without villages, that is. So yeah, I definitely needed more ore. As I mentioned in a previous video, I did also transfer like 1 billion worth of resources, so like 500,000 gold and 500,000 wood to other people on my alliance, so that allowed me to get a lot closer to parity between my 3 different resource types. So yeah, I think we're fine. And you can see what I mean here with the VIP points. Let me just go ahead and add these up, I guess, real quick for fun. Okay, so this is 267,910 VIP points or honor points, which really isn't even that much. And then I probably have like I don't know, like 10,000, 20,000, maybe even more spill over from this. I guess I would probably have like closer to 80,000. 60,000, something like that. I think I got VIP 15 around like 400 and something consecutive logins. But anyways, yeah, so we got like maybe 350k extra, which I don't know if we'll be able to use, but if not, it's not a huge deal. Anyways, there's been a lot of talking, but hopefully if you were looking for an update, you got that. I'm very excited to see how this ends up going. I don't know if Luno's going to be able to continue to push us back. Like, while they're doing this, they're surrendering so much territory to WB over here. If they, like, get down one tower here and then place a bastion, Luno's almost off the plateau. So, I think maybe they need to pick their battles a little bit more carefully, but I guess I'm not their strategist, right? So, you know, it's their call. Also, you can see WB is down here with a couple of workhorses and calves and things trying to work on some of these NF towers. This one here is almost done, for example, and I think that's pretty smart. If they cut this tower, this tower, this tower, or they might not even need to cut this tower, but this, and this at least, I think they'll be able to build a tower here and cut this, which will cut all of this territory, which will be pretty helpful, because that'll limit NF to this shell here and this shell here. Anyways, let me make sure I don't miss the Battle Abyss here in just a moment. And yeah, I'll come back whenever we are back into the PvP. I like to cut out the, you know, first couple of acolytes and stuff, because, you know, nothing's happening then. Anyways, see you soon. Oh, look at these guys. They were like super slow to this acolyte here. I don't know what they're doing. I guess it's a little bit on our side, so that's nice. Look, this guy here, Ouija, is doing the correct thing and dragging the acolyte over. That's awesome. I think that's probably over enough. A few of them will be able to connect with the lizard, maybe. Oh, it's moving even further. Awesome. Okay, none of them got the buff. That's great. So yeah, now we all have 2 buffs. They only have 1. Well, we each have a speed buff, but we have 2 damage buffs, so we should pretty easily win this fight, I think. I guess we'll just focus the infantry. Let's hit the Danfell if we can. There we go. Danfell is free merits for sure. Even with the Moon Bear, I think. Yeah, it's probably free. Moon Bear pushed right into our ball there. Let's go ahead and hit some of the DPS that's stepping forward, I guess. Might as well. Hit the Syndrion, kill that. Okay, switch targets now. Looks like we already got another stack as well on most of our marches, so that's great. Yeah, one thing we struggled with last Battle Abyss definitely was getting the stacks up. So if we can avoid that this game and start building some stacks, that'd be huge. Yeah, a lot of our guys have 5 total stacks right now. 3 attack, 2 march speed. Keep marching in. Oh, this Weewood guy just blinked in there with Cavalry, the Wolfwoman Impaler. That is OP. He blinked in, blocked, blinked back out before he got wrecked. He came out with like half HP. Yeah, look at that. He's at 184k. And he blocked those guys just because they didn't turn back and target him in time. It's actually a really smart tactic there with the blink. Because it's pretty Sev efficient, especially for the amount of merits your side's going to gain. Blink infantry is definitely very powerful in this game at this point. Oh, I didn't target that lizard in time, I don't think. I didn't realize we were killing it, that's my bad. Anyways, we'll target down some of this infantry. Yeah, so we missed out on an attack stack on every single march there. That kind of sucks, actually. Yeah, let's hit the Danfell. The Danfell is going to charge into us here in a moment. So I guess maybe I want to pull back a little bit. I assume it has the shield on it, right? Maybe not. Maybe it's still on cooldown, actually. Not 100% sure. Yeah, that was a big mistake, though, not going for that second lizard. Alright. Yeah, and I guess after this, since I forgot about it, I'll go ahead and swap over to the shell that we're doing Alliance Mobilization in. And I'll go ahead and unlock those tier 5s. I don't know if I'll start my next tier 5 yet. I don't know if we have any rooms for that. Let me go ahead and make sure I don't get screwed here. We've got some calves pushing up on us. We want to stay far away from the front lines when there's calves. Okay, now we can turn around and hit the Nea. Should be able to kill it, I think. Yeah, Nea's dead. Okay. Once again, our Waldir is way too far forward. So let's go ahead and tell Waldir to piss off. And we'll just select the rest of them. Now Waldir can come back up a little bit. Yeah, Waldir is definitely low on march speed. Maybe I should reset his talent tree and give him just a little bit more. Just because he's always the march that is low. I did design him that way to do more damage, but I don't know if the trade-off is worth it. Especially since my other marches are desynced, right? I feel like either I should reset Waldir to give him more march speed or reset everyone else to give him less march speed. We're about to be entering final zone though, so I guess right now I probably want more march speed. Probably be doing a bunch of walking around and stuff. This final zone's gonna be crazy, by the way. I assume Guns is gonna be streaming it. I don't imagine why he wouldn't be. It's kind of the culmination of this whole thing. I guess maybe he'll be streaming when TFS breaks through the zone here in 13 hours as well. I guess we'll see. I'm really excited to see how this goes. We got a few more days that we need to hold off in this zone 3. It's kind of funny too how like us and NF swapped sides. Like we went to the opposite side of our zones, or of our zone rather, in order to get access to final zone. I don't know, it's gonna be crazy. Okay, I guess if these infantry are just gonna feed us merits, I guess we'll accept. We're doing a lot better this time, I think. Up to 80k. Okay, Damfel's dead. Now we can target some more DPS. That guy's going back to retreat and heal. I don't blame him. These guys are like full retreating, so I'm gonna go back and heal as well. Cause yeah, they're basically full retreating. They don't have very many people, honestly. I think, well, I guess we don't have a terribly high number of people either. We're probably even. Yeah, it's kind of, well, no, we have a couple of more people, but they're not really doing anything. At the top here, though, you can see that like it's like alternating, you know, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, red, blue, blue, red, blue. Yeah, so it's pretty even. There's one more blue player. Let's go ahead and heal and then come back. I guess I'll go ahead and edit this out until I come back. Might as well save a couple of minutes on the video, so see you in a second. Alright, back on the front line here. Yes, we're low on stacks still. I guess we haven't been targeting as much DPS as we should be. Mostly just killing these infantry here with no stacks, but you have to kill the infantry so they don't get torqued and slowed and then you die. See a couple of their guys, like just a guy here with 6 stacks and 5 stacks. So they're playing it right. Yeah, what you want to do in this game is go for the stacks, because it increases your damage by so much and you end up gaining like several tens of thousands more merits, even if it means that you have to stop fighting for a little bit. If we can go ahead and wipe these guys, let me actually go ahead and step forward a bit. But if we can wipe these guys, we should get a few stacks. Okay, kill the Bertrand, kill the Lilia, then the Thundlin. Killing these in strange order. Then probably should kill the Muziang first, but yeah, Thundlin's about to die. Okay, now we kill Muziang. We didn't quite target it in time, I don't think. Yeah, we didn't even get any stacks off that. Maybe we got like 1 or 2, but barely. That sucks, because those guys all had a lot of stacks. That just means they went to some of our other team members, so that's fine. Yeah, this infantry here, they all have no stacks. A lot of this DPS is no stacks too. You target this Kanara, it's pretty much free. I guess maybe we're being targeted by DPS now. Okay, let's hit this infantry that's in our ball. Come on guys, kill the infantry, kill the infantry. It's almost dead. Okay, good, now we can regroup here, back up a little bit further. That would have been close if we didn't have this one guy on our side here, Monduku, looks like, that was tanking for us. So shout out to that guy, I guess. Looks like our Thunder Elegy also stopped their infantry from pushing up, and they're forgetting to move it, so that's pretty cool. Okay. Now we're going to be forced to retreat a bunch, which, I mean, that's fine. We're going to target some of this DPS here on the front line. There's a Nico that's about to die, that's nice. I don't really care about this infantry that's right in front of us here because we have our own defending infantry right now. Do you have a guy behind us? Oh no, I accidentally targeted the lizard. That's unfortunate. So that's gonna, the lizard's gonna come and melee us here, I guess. It's not great. These guys are killing the lizard in their ball, so we can take this as an opportunity to get a bunch of merits off of them. You can see right now we're like already on par with the amount of merits we gained last time, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and push forward a little bit more. Target some more DPS here. Bertrand is always a nice target to hit. He's a single target. Probably not going to get very much counterattack from him. Okay, let's go ahead and run back a little bit now. We get this infantry pushing in. We'll go ahead and target the infantry, I guess. I'm not going to focus the DPS right now, just get rid of this guy. We could go back and heal again. That would probably be the smart thing to do for trade efficiency, like sevs to merits gained, but I think I care more about just getting some more merits, so we're going to go ahead and just stay committed here. Because if we go back and heal and come back, it's going to take like a minute and a half, and then, yeah, we're going to end up getting a lot less merits doing it that way. Even though it would be a higher ratio of merits to sevs, but yeah, we're fine. Alright. Go ahead and keep pushing in here. I could even unlock my tier 5 Celestials today, by the way. That's like, I mean, I have enough speed ups to do that, but I don't think that makes sense. I think I'm going to save those speed ups till I want to do some sort of power push or something. I don't really have anything left. Like, all that you have for all you have for research speed ups after the tier 5 Celestials, the march speed. So, like, I don't know. Check out this guy, by the way. He has 17 stacks on his Valgrim, the Gookie guy. 9 attack stacks, 8 march speed stacks. That's crazy. He was putting into work with that. Oh, look at our Magrat, 65,000 merits. Let's go. That's pretty awesome, for sure. Okay, we can go ahead and continue pushing these guys. We got a minute and a half left. Is this guy a ghost? He's not a ghost. He's just chilling. Alright, go ahead and target the infantry. These guys are probably going to heal and come back, or maybe they gave up. I guess we'll see. Do you have any, like, calves roaming around? No, they just have a lot less players. Or, like, 2 less players, or maybe people aren't showing up. Workhorses. Willow Tree coming in with the workhorses. Let's go. That's pretty funny. Alright, let's target this guy. See if he pops a frozen ring or something. That's so funny that he's using workhorses. Yeah, no, he's dead. Workhorses in Battle Abyss. That's so funny. What a guy. Okay, target some DPS here. We have 45 seconds left. Might be able to get like 250k merits here or something. Because we do have a lot more stacks than these guys. See, one of these guys behind us has 17 stacks, like the guy that we killed there with his Valgrim Sybil. So some people on our team are getting a lot of the stacks from these kills. Some of our marches, I guess, have 5 and 3 or 5 and 2 and stuff, so we're not doing terrible ourselves, but yeah, it could have been a bit better. Okay, so we're just targeting DPS now. Full committed. Gigantus here for the last 10 seconds, I guess, or 7 seconds. Yeah, we're just trying to get as much as we can here in the last second, and there we go, that's it. So we do get a victory in the second Battle Abyss, 241,605 merits gained. Pretty good. We always seem to get this Swiftest Sword thing. I think that's because it just gives everybody like a little title thing. I don't know. Yeah, somebody got 467,000 merits. That's crazy. Our Magzay, though, kind of cooked there, not gonna lie. 75,000 merits, that's awesome. Bur Tohar doing pretty good too. Those are the 2 marches that I have running tier 5 Celestials. And then the other ones are all Vestals. You can see the Muthea definitely bringing up the rear there. Alright. This guy was king? They're king of their kingdom. They got 0 merits. They only ran in with the workhorses at the end. What are you doing? I guess they forgot to deploy the whole time or something. That's kind of funny. Rip. Anyways, that's it for that Battle Abyss. Let me go ahead and swap over to the shell that we're doing mobilization in, find a quest, and get this T5 research done. Alright, and it only took a few refreshes, and just like that, I got the quest I wanted. 140 points. Since we're in gold tier, I'm pretty sure that's close to the best. You might be able to get 150 or 160, but I'm going to go with 140 here, so gain 110,000 power from research or training. Go ahead and take that. We're going to get a lot more than that, though. I think we're going to get like just about 1 million. Oh, it's kind of cool that it adds it in this little overlay here. Huh, I didn't even notice that before. That's cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and collect this, though. See how much we actually gain. I think it's like 900,000? 801,000. That's pretty cool. Oh, reach 30 million technology power. That's cool. I guess we don't need to share that, but that's pretty cool. So you get 100 gems from that, I guess. We can go ahead and start our tier 5 celestials soon, I guess. I'm probably going to have to find a research stone, so I'm not going to be doing that in this video, since I don't know if there's any right now. Well, I guess we can try something. Never mind, our march start home. I was going to try using the Mana Stone Hunter artifact. Imagine if that would give like a legendary research speed Mana Stone. That would be so sick, but no. Okay, so that's it for that, which is pretty awesome. We get that done, and now we have our tier 5 infantry and cavalry unlocked. So yeah, you can see we have those here. I don't think that I'm going to be training these anytime soon. I just don't really feel the need to. You know, part of me was going to try to save for a Heights of Power to push 30 million and get an adornment, but that's just going to take so long. I got just over 200 days of speed ups right now. When did I spend all of my speed ups last? I spent them a bit over 2 months ago. March 17th, so almost 3 months ago actually. So at this rate, it would take me like a bit over a year to get 1300 days of speed ups in order to push 30 million power. So like, I don't know if I really want to do this. Probably not, but I don't know. I'll keep thinking about it. I might just push like for the city skin and not the adornment. I might just do like a 15 million push or something like that. I can obviously start buying like these speed ups in here if I wanted to get there a little bit quicker. In order to do that, I would definitely want to resume selling stuff in the bazaar, which I think I did last week. No, I did it at the very start of this week. Okay. But yeah, I'm starting to do that again. I haven't really been gathering gems this season though either. I guess we made some progress on our main quest line. We can go ahead and check that out. So we have 5,000 knights for this. Yeah, okay, so the next one's unlock 5 tier 5 units, so yeah, we won't get that for a little while. Anyways, that's pretty cool. I don't think I'm missing anything in this video. If I said that I was going to do something earlier and I forgot about it, I'm sorry. But yeah, I think that's it. Alright, well, yeah, hopefully you enjoy the PvP that's coming. It's going to be a bunch of fun fighting in this Zone 3 with all 6 kingdoms in it. And it, yeah, should be wild. Anyways, thanks for watching, and have a great rest of your day.